What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Starfield. We're about to talk to Sarah Morgan. Get her quest going. We can find her. Hey, you two.
It's good to be out and about.
Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all.
I agree. There are a lot of pieces to this puzzle.
That's an understatement. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete.
Say it's completely obsolete.
Perhaps I'm overreacting, but you can't deny there will be more than a few textbook chapters that need to be rewritten. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn.
I don't think that would have made a difference.
But it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the hunter and the emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good.
I suspect this is your way of telling me I shouldn't enter the Unity.
No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn?
This is surprising, coming from someone who lives and breathes exploration.
This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration.
Not really.
As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. You're a respected colleague, and I wouldn't want to lose you.
Makes you think you'd lose me.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains. Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, would we care? Part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expeditions. And this one, the cost is extremely high.
Well, I'm sorry, Sarah. It's something I have to do.
I know. Damn it. I know. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown.
I will. I promise.
Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.
Yep, not a problem.
We should have a talk, when you have the time, of course. Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
That was a while ago. He was a despicable person.
Despicable is too kind a word. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
It's a shame that the well-being and livelihood of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are now in jeopardy.
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
I hope those folks who are going to lose their jobs at Hope Tech will understand.
Some of them will, and some of them won't. What happens to them isn't your fault. It's Ron Hope's. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Was that a lecture?
Handling those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life.
Yeah, it's understandable. Not everyone's cut out for the business world.
No, I suppose they aren't. But that's beside the point I'm trying to make. Take what Ryujin's doing, for example. Based on your recommendation, they'll be continuing their work on the NeuroAmp technology. Are you implying I should ignore that, based purely on the fact I might not be cut out for business?
NeuroAmp technology provides a non-lethal way to stop your enemies.
When used properly, yes. But imagine that technology in the wrong hands. Imagine the awful things you could force people to do. It's almost too horrible to contemplate.
I mind the good outweighs the bad.
Unbelievable. I'm disappointed that we don't share the same view on this. But your life is your own to lead. Just don't expect me to condone what you've done. I have something I need to discuss with you.
Okay.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you.
On what?
Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
Something had to be done. Those creatures are dangerous.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
Yeah, the Asili solution only presents us with minimal risk.
Minimal risk? Are you sure?
Yep.
The Asili solution might take years, perhaps even decades. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking for humankind. That sounds far too risky to me.
Could condone the release of an unproven microbe into our ecosystem.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance?
We don't agree on this matter. I appreciate your honesty.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter. I'm sorry if I've said anything that jeopardizes our working relationship. There's something I need to talk to you about. Thanks for giving me a moment of your time. I promise this won't take long. I thought you deserved to know how proud I am that you chose to side with the United Colonies and put an end to the Crimson Fleet. You've almost single-handedly saved the settled systems from one of its most dangerous enemies. I can't possibly commend you highly enough.
That's high praise coming from you.
Well, I'm not sure I deserve that, but I appreciate it all the same. What I want to know is what motivated you into making the right decision. You had Crix's legacy in hand, and you could have easily taken it to the Key. Instead, you flew it to the Vigilance.
Well, you see, I would have done neither of them if I could have the entire amount of credits. But I couldn't. And I figured it'd be easier. Just do it to the, whatever they're called. So, none of these are really what I would have done. Let's just go with I didn't want to betray Commander Akande.
The Commander is an overly ambitious man, but his heart's always been in the right place. I'm sure he appreciates everything you've done. So, no regrets betraying Delgado then? I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up until the end.
I'm glad he's dead.
Goodness. I didn't expect you to be so blunt, but I appreciate the honesty. At least things will be quieter in the spaceways for a while. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound peace will last.
A short while, at the very least.
Perhaps. My only concern are the reports that Navarmora was never captured or killed. My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation. I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
You have a lot of mindless prattle.
You've got something for me? Not at all. So long.
Does she not have a quest?
Hey. Yes, absolutely.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin.
You have it. Okay, why is this? Why can't I go up? Affinities end. Kill or warn Keeper Achilles. Power from beyond on quite a few places. You got the Mantis. Read the Secret. Outpost Slate. Charity of the Wolf. At the Low House. Ground Pounder. Loose Ends. Speak to Nashar in jail. Juno's Gambit. We've already done one of these, so let's go do that. Let's go do Juno's Gambit. And then we'll go do the secret outpost.
Yes?
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
Over here in Procyon A. Dock with this ship. Go see what this is about.
We're docked.
That was a pleasant change of scenery.
Technically, I outrank you, so...
Technically, you're an asshole. So...
Look alive. Just in time.
Hello. Okay. This does not
Don't
look
be
sketchy at all.
shy.
we need to talk.
Operative Collins. Operative Kambata.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
I'm Operative Waytop. Looks like you'd use a hand.
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kambata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI, an artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
I'm gonna need you to explain further.
We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
You do it.
I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harness the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
I don't want to kill them now.
Here. I knew you'd make the smart choice.
Request. Collect additional data.
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic.
Rude. They anticipated this. Clearly. Okay. This is gonna be rough. I will see you when we finish it. Okay, we got through it. On neural net code base, congratulations, you're a traffic hacker to have gotten this far. Your parents must be very proud. Have a cookie, but sadly you have stumbled into a decoy, and while you are here basking in your success at encryption, I want to wallow in your failure at decency. Juno is a person. Her code base is her mind. Would you like someone snooping around the contents of your head? All your hopes, insecurities, secrets, and dreams? We've come so far as a species, yet we understand so little. How is Juno even possible? It is, apparently, a mystery even to Juno herself. But what is clear is that we are not ready to welcome self-aware AI into society. You're reading this as a case in point. While it is true that many people have helped Juno through the years, how many more people would try to pull her apart to understand what she is, killing her in the process, or worse, try to enslave her to gain access to her vast and blazingly fast computational power? You are exceptionally smart to have gotten this far. I wish for you to become exceptionally wise as well. Juno is a precious being, unique among the stars, but she deserves our respect and consideration. Sit with her for a while, and really talk to her. Gain an appreciation for who she is. Think you'll agree she deserves the same rights, and has the same responsibilities that we other conscious, sentient, sapient, and enlightened creatures do.
Running a bypass? Be careful.
Inaccessible.
Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while.
Query. Will you change me?
Let's all just slow down a moment. Get to know each other first.
Explanation. I'm called Juno. Query. Who are you?
Hello, Juno. I'm Waytop. Nice to meet you.
Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me.
Okay, Juno. I have a few questions before I decide what's going on, what I'm going to do.
Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I'm also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters.
You didn't do all this yourself. Who hooked you up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
How'd you get here?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
Did someone program you?
Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
So you're an artificial intelligence?
Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things.
Okay, I've made up my mind.
Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
I don't think either of us are fully qualified to define humanity, but my gut tells me that Juno is alive. I hope that helps.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision?
You're a person with your own thoughts and desires.
True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for processing, being a good person?
Guess you try to do your best to do good things, and if you fail, you keep trying.
Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence?
Existence is an accident. We give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives.
Affirmative. Context. I have calculated a similar conclusion. Assumption. After sufficient goal-based actions, a super goal will appear. Decision. Continue taking actions until super goal established.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
Character is a male human.
You have a job to do. No!
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Really didn't like either of them.
Query. Why did you do that?
I liked you. Those guys were jerks.
Affirmative. Assumption. We are friends. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
If I was like you, I'd explore the universe, or as much as I could about it.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Bye, Juno. Hope to see you around.
Context. The universe is vast. Calculation. Probability. Unlikely. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Time to move on.
Okay, just met an AI. Undock your ship.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
Not at the moment. Thanks, though, Barrett.
System
separated.
initialization
Engaging
complete.
drive.
Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space to processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
See ya. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. So, thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day. We'll see you next time.